February 22nd, 2012 was the best day of my life. And there's one particular person on that day that has changed me and made me the person I am today. And her name is Audrey Wilson. She's my daughter. This is a picture of her the day that she was born. Hope everyone can see it. Really nice and clear. That was her minutes after she was born. 9 months before that day, my girlfriend came home and she told me that she was pregnant. I was a little scared, which I think is natural, because I knew I was going to become a dad, so I had to get prepared for that. I just knew that I was going to have a girl. There was no doubt in my mind. Even my girlfriend thought we were going to have a girl. When it came time to find out the gender of the baby, it was to no surprise that in fact we were expecting a healthy, beautiful baby girl. So I started buying baby clothes, I started buying baby bottles, we bought a crib, we tried to buy everything that we could to prepare for Audrey when she was due in February. Jackie Bledsoe, an author, wrote an article on 40 ways that becoming a father has changed him for the better. It was now no longer a me perspective, but a we perspective. And that pretty much sums up how I feel, because it was no longer about me, it was about we. I was going to become a father. I want to take a quick look into my life to kind of inform you guys of who I was before I became a father. I think that will give you guys a little bit better idea on who exactly I was. I was struggling with drugs and alcohol. I was ignoring my addictions, my mental health, and I was slowly starting to struggle with substance abuse more than ever. It was getting harder and harder for me to break the struggles of addiction. But fast forward to the day I came home from work and I found out I would be a father. I knew that I needed to change. My mindset was taking care of my kid and make sure my child has it way better than what I did when I was a kid. I changed. I went and got professional help. I went and sought out guidance for my addictions that I have. I learned skills and coping skills and treatment to help me with my recovery. The day I found out I would be a father is the day that I told myself I needed to change, and my daughter deserves a loving father. It's February 22nd, 2012. I just got up after sleeping in a chair in the hospital. My girlfriend was still being induced to have our daughter. Around 10 a.m., an alarm sounded. A nurse came running into our room. They immediately called the doctor, and within about 30 seconds, they loaded my girlfriend on an elevator. I could not go because I was not geared up and I wasn't fully sanitized for that. I was scared, I was crying, I was supposed to cut the umbilical cord. The hospital staff told us to go into the waiting rooms, so that's where we went. And I sat there in an old wooden rocking chair in Independence, Kansas, in a Mercy Hospital room. Not even 10 minutes after they loaded my girlfriend onto an elevator, I seen a nurse walking towards me with a baby. She handed me the little girl and said, "She's healthy, and so's your girlfriend. Everything's fine." For the first time in my life, I got to look at my daughter, Audrey. I was holding her, just like you see here in the picture that I showed you earlier, and I started to cry because I was just overwhelmed with emotions and joy. And even my daughter, Audrey, started to cry. After my girlfriend was all healed up, we enjoyed a nice steak dinner. Becoming a father has changed me for the better. We left that hospital in a few days. We took our little girl home, and I knew that I would be a different person. I knew the day that I became a father, I would never go back to the person that I used to be. I would never go back to drugs and alcohol. Becoming a parent is a privilege and an honor. The day I became a parent, it changed me for the good. In reading the article, 5 ways that becoming an article has changed my life, written by Uriah Guilford. I completely agree with his assessment. Here are a few ways that being a father has changed my life. I have a massive increase in joy and laughter. I feel incredibly more loved than I deserve. Amazing opportunity to create a family that I've always wanted. It taught me how to become more selfless. It gives me wonderful balance between my life and with work and family. And just the joy that I have to be around my daughter, to see, now that she's age 9, to see how much she's matured, grown, and how much fun I have with her. I wouldn't replace it for anything. Being around her and just having her in my life has changed me for the good. And I'm so glad and blessed to have my daughter in my life. And being a parent can change who you are. I appreciate you guys listening to my speech today. Thank you.